Hey there, I'm Mark Abma.
I'm Chris Turpin. Welcome to Concept Neverland.
This video is sponsored by Pranamat ECO. Click the link in the description to get the best deal on the award-winning Pranamat ECO Massage set with code FLORB. Stick around to the end of the video to hear more about how you can manage your pain, stress, or anxiety on the road or at home.
Mark and I met in 1999. We were both free skiers, and a company from Japan kind of hooked us up from head to toe. Our friend Hide, who was the manager of that team, put us together, and 20 years later, we're still best friends and still just like to get in trouble around the world.
We ended up at Concept Neverland because we're here on Gambier Island camping one night, and we kind of realized that the ocean offers so much abundance with sea life and fishing, crabbing, prawning, and we realized, hey, we've been in the mountains for over 20 years. Maybe we should switch it up and try something new.
There's a lot of different properties on Gambier Island, from $1 million properties to these little plots of land that's barely big enough for like a mobile trailer. We got lucky with ours. It was $155,000, and we kind of caught it right in time when the market was at its lowest.
Off-grid living is something that we've been dabbling with the dome previously being up in Braylorn.
And we only ever used it like a couple times a year.
Couple weeks a year. So it really wasn't getting enough use for how rad of a structure it is. So as soon as this Gambier Island property came available, we were like, all right, it's no brainer. We're packing it up and we're moving it.
You're using your imagination, you're being creative, you're letting loose of all the connections you have to society and social structures, and you can kind of go barefoot and run free. And it's the idea that Peter Pan set out, that you're free to be young forever.
A lot of people want to be able to experience this way of living, and I think we are creating a place where we can share that with others. So typically we get to Neverland with the Jolly Roger, but unfortunately Jolly Roger's got a bit of a mechanical going on. So that's where Mr. Eric Berger here has come by to pick us up, take us all around. Beautiful property. Can't wait to show you guys.
Welcome to Concept Neverland Beach. We're here in the wintering months now, so the summer dock has been taken out. From the top of the gangway down to that white marker, it's normally where the dock floats, and it's normally where we tie off. Got some company here. It's a local water dog. Hey, bud. As we get older and we're pretty broken up, it's nice to give back to your body. So here on the beach, we have our old-fashioned clawfoot tub, cast iron. Just usually light a fire underneath it. It's found online for free in Vancouver. It's actually one of the first things we brought over. It takes about 8 of these jugs to fill up the bath. So you just run down to the water. If you wait till high tide, it's easiest. The walk is much shorter. Kind of tucked away in this nice little corner of the world where you can kind of just turn off your brain and be one with the water and zen out.
So this rooftop tent was on the top of my truck for a couple years. It's amazing because it's a fully insulated tent, but as soon as we got the property here, we realized we needed a beach house. You're not worried about roots or rocks or anything like that. You just need to get it semi-level, and it's got a mattress built in, so it's super comfortable. And yeah, this is definitely my favorite place to sleep on the property. Just up the hill from the beach, we're in our flat building site. We decided to place the dome here. This dome comes from Pacific Domes in Ashland, Oregon. It's a 24-foot diameter with 14-foot ceilings. The reason I went with a dome is because of its spherical structure. I wanted to bring it into the mountains, and with that, there's gonna be a lot of snow load. And that natural spherical structure handles snow and wind super well. We simply dug some holes, put some crush in, put some paving stones down on some of the key points, and then just use these pier blocks, threw some 4x4s underneath, and then we've got our floor joist, and then on top of that, dome deck. The under side of the floor is insulated with spray foam, so it does help keep it warmer in here. And the dome deck is made up of 15 pie pieces, so that when I want to move it, I can break down the floor easily. I can pack up the whole floor, dome and loft onto my truck and a trailer. Right here we've got our portable electric solar panels here, and these 400 watts go into our 2 kilowatt battery generator. When we have full sun, these panels will charge that big battery bank in 6.5 hours. Bought this dome back in 2012, so it's 8 years old, and has traveled to 4 different locations and is holding up super well. And every year it just gets better and better inside. So one of the greatest things about this location is this ocean view. So we position the windows so when you sit down on the couch here, you've got ocean almost 180 degrees. It's nice and open, and even though it's only 24 square feet, it's got these vaulted ceilings, so it feels super spacious in here. You've got an outer skin made of vinyl, then you've got Reflectix liner, and then you have this inner liner. Well, that installation helps immensely with keeping out summer heat, but also helping retain the winter heat. To our left, we've got our kitchen zone, so we're able to stash plates, bowls, cutlery, pots, pans in here. Right now, we just get water from the creek, put it into this tank, and then it's just a simple hand pump. Our cooktop is on propane. This thing boils water almost as fast as a jet boil, so in just a few minutes. We haven't even had to change out a tank, and we've been here for a few months. Right now, we're doing a lot of work around here. We've got our tools, trying to keep ourselves relatively organized around here. And then right here, we've got our little book section with all sorts of inspiration. We've got our portable electric unit. It's made in Vancouver, which is super cool. It stores 2 kilowatt hours of energy. It's just kind of a plug and play and has everything built into it. I picked this book up and I was leafing through it, and I noticed this beautiful stove in here. I was like, oh my goodness, that would be so perfect for the dome. And then I went on Craigslist and I found that exact same Lopi stove, and found it for $400, which I thought was a great deal. Burns the wood nice and slow and evenly, and just creates a really nice and cozy heat in here. And we set up some of these rings in here so you can just kind of swing around. Get all George of the Jungle in here. Yeah, we have a great time in here, man. It's super cozy. We've got a futon right here. We've got couch space right here. We've got a hide bed right here. And then we've got a queen size and a double bed up top. As you can see, it's super cozy up here. Initially, I had this dream of doing hanging beds in here. I thought maybe we could do a whole hanging floor system, but we realized that it was gonna be stronger to build posts. So a good friend of mine, his name's Flo, he's a German builder, acquired all these materials from a friend of mine that was doing a big renovation. So it's all reclaimed materials, assembled it, and then brought it up to the dome. And my good buddy Eric, he actually had some of this plexiglass kicking around the back of his house. I wanted some natural light to be able to come through the floor and come into the lower area. And so it definitely helps brighten up the area, and it just feels kind of cool to be standing on glass. For people that come up here for the first time, it definitely kind of throws them off. Or when you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you look down, you think you're gonna fall down. And another key component to the dome is the disco ball. As soon as it gets dark out, shine a headlamp, plug in the disco ball, and all of a sudden the dome gets taken to the next level and really comes to life in here. And we now have an outhouse. And with any good outhouse, you gotta have a view. Pretty simple setup, 55-gallon tank. We've got some maple chips here. So after you go to the loo, you just put some wood chips in. Is essentially a composting toilet. So one of our most recent developments is the poor man's pizza oven. It costs $80 to build. The key to this process is sliding this paving stone a couple inches forward so the heat from the fire goes up along the back wall and then travels over the top of your pizza, and you'll be able to cook a pizza in here in 3 minutes. A good friend of ours out east is building these. His name's Ryan Markham. I've tried a few different wood-fired hot tubs in the past, but this is my first time using an external stove. Within 15-20 minutes of getting a fire going, hot water rising, which in turn causes cold water to get pulled in. You'll put your hand in here just 20 minutes after of getting the fire going, and you'll feel hot water already starting to flow. With the insulated liner and a lid, it will hold heat, and so long as you just have a little fire going, then it's gonna stay hot all day long. And alongside of the property, we have this little creek that flows down. So to get flowing water to the dome, I just walked up the creek. So I built a box out of this old cedar here. I've got a 4-inch intake that steps down to the 1.25 inch line. Some of the water enters the box, which goes into the line, which then goes down to Neverland. Really simple setup that took about a half day. In the future, I'm gonna connect one creek with another into one line, and then we're gonna hook up a little water turbine. To be able to have consistent power will be a game changer for us here.
Just up from the dome and just down from our water intake, you'll see we got a nice little bridge heading up to the yurt. Come check it out. We got it secondhand from the Pemberton Music Festival. Drug it up this hillside and gave it his new home right up here on what we call the Raven's Nest. We got a steal of a deal on this thing. I think they're about 20 new. We got it for $5,000, so upcycling, it was definitely worth it. Came with the floor package, which is 1.5 inch ply. Foundation here is the exact same as a dome. Find the flat spots and work with the terrain you're given. She's still a work in progress. We're gonna have some floating stairs, but come on in, check it out. Not much going on in the yurt yet. It's not as established as the dome. On the entrance, there'll be a wall, probably about yay high with a Murphy bed that folds off the side. So when you walk in, you'll come to this side, you'll have bunk beds and a couch. You'll come in this side, it'll kind of be like a little kitchenette with a little table, and then just nice and open in the front with a fireplace coming out here. French doors that'll open up to the patio, which will be absolutely breathtaking once we accomplish that.
Concept Neverland will keep evolving, keep growing. With 3 acres, there's so many nooks and crannies and so many places to continue to grow. But ultimately we want to be able to have a place where we can sustain ourselves. So with that, having an orchard, greenhouse, garden, a spa area so we can revitalize ourselves, produce all of our own energy, and be able to live comfortably and happily.
I'd say one of the better parts of being at Neverland is the ability to learn and all the new stuff that there is to learn that's based around with the ocean and island living and off-grid living.
We've got a short time on this planet, so we might as well diversify our experiences as much as possible. And we've spent so much time living in the mountains and becoming well-versed with that. So now let's flip it upside down and try something completely different for ourselves and learn the ways of the ocean now.
Especially with Mark and I both being 40, just turning 40 this year, it's kind of that pivotal moment where you can continue to live the same life you have and get comfortable you have the last 40 years, or you can kind of start to like use 40 as your restarting point. Yeah. It's a good point where you're like, you've established yourself, you set yourself up in the normal standards of life, but now we got another 40 years of being like, okay, what can I learn now that I haven't learned in the last 40 years? Where can I put myself and test myself and challenge myself? And I think that's a big part of life, is when you stop learning or you stop living, you kind of start dying. You kind of go into an idle mind or an idle body. So with this, it's like, you know, the amount of work we've done this summer, physically, just the challenge of coming to this property, physically has challenged us and mentally has challenged us, which will kind of keep us young, and I hope.
Pranamat ECO is an acupressure massage set and a proven way to manage pain, stress, sleeplessness, or anxiety on the road or at home. You can get stress and tension relief anywhere, anytime. Pranamat ECO works by harnessing your body's own defenses against pain and stress. It's very easy to use. I just lay down for 20 minutes and let the spikes press against my skin. Then your body produces its own organic pain blockers and calming sedatives. I can combine this with catching up on work emails, reading, or catching up with people who matter. Pranamat ECO is 100% ethically handmade in Europe and is 100% sustainable. It's made from zero-waste coconut fiber, buckwheat hulls, linen, and cotton. Even the signature Pranamat ECO Lotus spikes are made from medical-grade plastic that has a low-energy, low-water, and low-emissions footprint, and it's recyclable. Pranamat ECO is made to last with a 5-year warranty, and they even offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, which I think speaks volumes about their confidence in their product and gives you every reason to try it out for yourself. Click the link in the description to get the best deal on the award-winning Pranamat ECO Massage set with the code FLORB.